What's up, guys? It's Himini. I haven't created a video in a while, so let's see how this one goes. Today I'm planning to review the good and the bad of 2022 and why I've chose to donate all my trading profits to charity. Let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, let's check out my profit chart. Some of you may know that I did restart my trading from scratch in 2021, and from that point till now is what we're going to be going over today. And you could see that 2022 I had a very nice grind of consistency, small wins, small losses, locking in the gains, some big wins every now and then. And you can see here towards the end of the year, everything sort of just unraveled, and I'm gonna go over how that happened and why it happened. So first things first, let's check out what happened in order for me to gain the confidence to have this year of consistency. We could check out one of my first pump shorts that worked, and this is LAAB. I shorted it at 139. I was planning on swinging the short, and as you could see, it completely unraveled in the same day, and I covered within a few hours at 107 and 0.62. That ended with a 39% win. This was one of the first ones that I had success with, and one of the ones that told me I should start focusing on this setup more. And then we could check out, that was in 2021, but now we could check out DOGZ. This is the beginning of 2022, and you could see it's the same thing, shorting a pump. I started short, and I swung this for about a month, over a month. So really tested my patience here, but the only way I was able to do that is because I had a short starter and it started dumping on the same day. So by shorting on the first red day on this pump, I actually increased my odds of having a collapse on that same day rather than having to swing it. You could see I covered at 725 within about an hour, and I let the rest ride. I covered the rest at 4:02 a.m. the next morning at 3.2 just to protect and lock some gains in. And then the exit I was adding at 4:21 on the bounces. I was looking to add more, and then I covered the rest at 291. So this ended with a 36% gain. And as you can see, I am using small size. We got 55 shares right there. And now here is also one of the best shorts I had, and this is on the Chinese pump, DOGZ once again. I shorted a starter, and I was planning to add, and it ended up crashing in the same day. I planned to swing it, so I did not add. And you could see a 62% gain here. And once again, small size, you got 10 shares right there. So what I'm working on is trying to really get accurate, and that's the focus here. So we can see I tried another short on TNON, and this is in May. I plan to swing it as well. I got lucky that the order executed because I had the order out for days to short. There were no shares to short. And then the day it executed in pre-market at 35.01 got a massive collapse, and the lowest cover was down to 875. 68% win, and look at the position size, 2 shares. Now we jump into IMTE. Now I'm getting a little more confident with the Chinese plays, with the shorting pump and dumps, and I'm starting to take just a little bit more size to prevent losing more than I want to, but also to sort of progress with my trading. And here we have IMTE. I started short 1197, same China plan. I wanted to swing this, and same day, about an hour and a half later, it dumps. I covered a 6.3. I almost get a 50% gain right there. So now we're getting into the worst trade of 2022, percent-wise. I'm going to open it. We got BLTE right here. I shorted it. It's the worst trade of the year, a slow motion trading explosion, as I called it, and it still feels that way. And you can see I started short for the China swing in May, and that's 2 shares starter at 1380. I added at 1463 10 days later because there was no shares to short, so I could add to it till 10 days later. So now my plan is really to add into strength and have a maximum dollar loss of $100. So when you're planning for that, I'm actually planning to add into 14, add to 15, maybe 15.50, and be cutting towards 16 for that maximum dollar loss. Unfortunately, or fortunately, there were no shares to short the whole time until I had to cut this about a month after my entry. I cut it at 26.7 because it kept bumping up to my dollar risk level, and I wanted to give it as much time as possible to break that dollar risk. And I also did not have shares to short the entire time, and that's why this loss had to become a 90% loss in order to reach that maximum dollar loss. And if I cut this at a $100 loss, it would be more like 110%, 115%, assuming I did not add more shares. As it kept bumping against my risk, I just had enough. I let it drop. I took off the shares, and yeah, it continued going higher after that. So that's a good lesson there, and it's a good reminder that this is the point where the Chinese shorting started getting more difficult. And at the time, I did not know how to short Chinese stocks. I just knew to short, set a dollar risk, and just wait for it to collapse. And at this point, that strategy completely changed. So still during that time where I cut BLTE was somewhere in here was that BLTE loss. And we could see that I still had some consistency going into the end of the year, but this flat line right here is where those Chinese shorting plays really got difficult. And then now, as I reach my peak, we can sort of analyze what happened in order for me to drop off the highs here and almost lose consistency completely, it seems, you know? So let's go into that. We can check out the GTII blow up trades, and I call it the blow up because I really felt like I blew up my account. I blew up so much work that I've done in the past few months, and it started with a win. I had a nice short on the first red day, and I made about a 28% win there, I believe. And then here comes the string of losses where I said I'm going to size up and not size back down because I was so done with sizing up and taking a small loss, but having to size back down and make it back over 10 or 20 trades. So here's the win. We got a 26.5% win here, and that's on 50 shares. So now, if we check out what happened when I lost 7%. So you see, oh, here we go. So we see the loss, the gain was 26% on 50 shares, but because I sized up, that 7% loss completely wiped out the gain. And then we can check out what happened afterwards. I took another sized up trade, and I told myself don't size back down no matter what. And here we go again. Last trade I had 100 shares on. This trade I've now doubled up. Even after a loss, I doubled up. I was ignoring signs that I need to size back down. And because of this, the 26% win that I had originally is irrelevant. I completely wiped it out multiple times over, and I'm basically just destroying my confidence at this point. And now I'm trying to size back down. I finally took the hint that it'll slip hard on my risk, but it was way too late. Because on the previous trades, I just wanted to risk a few cents. Like I wanted to get out by 248 here, and I kept changing my order as it just kept slipping by my risk. And then here the same thing. I just wanted to lose a few cents a share. Next thing I'm losing 20 cents a share. So that should be a hint to size back down because it's not working. Something's wrong here, you know? And I recognized it, but I was trying to keep myself from sizing back down and getting back into that same cycle that I was sick of. So here we go. I have a 3% loss. I finally took the hint that it'll slip on my risk, but it was just way too late. And then here we got another try, and now I put 110 shares, and it's not sizing down that much, but I did size down a little bit here, and yet I'm still unable to trade correctly. I was too emotional here, and I had many chances to cover, but I did not. I had a chance to cover for a win a few times, and I just couldn't think right. And then we get here was just a completely small loss, but again, I haven't sized down. I'm too emotional, and I just can't trade right anymore. I need to size down as much as possible and get back under control. That was with 125 shares, and I managed to short it at 523 and exit at 524, meaning I didn't even give it a chance. And then we can check out, this is my 2021 and I made $92 on the year, and that was over many consistent trades and losses along the way as well, but cutting those losses small in order to conserve the gains. And now if we check out 2022, although I do feel defeated because of the last quarter of the year, we can check out the overall profits and we see that it's $187 on the year. So my first year, 2021 is $92. 2022 is double that profit. So that is a great sign, but I was up way more than this, and I could have done a lot better towards the end of the year to conserve those profits. And so now we could start to look at Himini 2.0, my all-time trades since my restarting of the journey. And you could see that I'm up 279 over those 2 years of 2021 and 2022. Could have been much better, but due to the last mistakes towards the end of the year, that's where I ended. And some of the accomplishments I had in 2022 is landing on the top 6 of the best percent winners on the leaderboard on Profitly. And unfortunately I did not date stamp which day this was that this occurred, and we can check out one that I did date stamp, which was February 26th 2022, and February 26th 2022 right there, and I was 4th on the best percent winners for the last 30 days. So these are some accomplishments that I had that allowed me to continue with my confidence and to continue trading the right setups that I was trading. And unfortunately towards the end of the year I messed it up a bit, but I conserved my profits and here I am still. So now that we went over the trades, let's go over why I want to donate all my trading profits to charity. And we could see that my goals in 2022, I wrote these at the beginning of the year, and I wanted to build a school with my own profits. That was my main goal. Secondary, only stick to the best setups. I feel I did pretty well at following that goal right there. Cut all phone calls to 5 minutes max. I felt that my phone calls were starting to take my energy away and make me unable to trade right or unable to study as much as I wanted to. And lastly, make $100,000 profit by the year end. The way I was going to get to that 100K is by sticking to the best plays, staying disciplined, and sizing up when the time is right. The last goal right here, sizing up when the time is right, I did really poorly on, because the time was right for about a year and I was winning consistently. That was the time to size up. Unfortunately, when those setups stopped working is when I started to size up, and the time was not right. And if we look back, these are some successes and failures that I had through 2022. Successes: finding a setup I'm good at, conserving my gains and not blowing up. Failures: not sizing up when it was time, not finding consistency on longs, overstaying and understaying. And my goals to improve on that was to keep trying longs, adapt to find the balance of overstay and understay, and size up when it's time. I'll also try to have smaller size on my losers and normal size on the better setups. And I wrote this at the end of 2022. So after reviewing my goals and my trades, I hope you guys are starting to understand why I want to donate to charity. Firstly, because I like to help people. Secondly, because I'm having a severe mental battle in trading and I cannot get through it. I'm having a lot of trouble trying to get through it. And most of it is not wanting to lose money. So I feel that if I just donate everything I've made, all the work I've made, it would make me sort of focus on the setups more and make it where the money doesn't matter. And we'll see how that goes. So what I'm choosing to donate to is the Bali Children's Project for the most part. I'm going to try to donate as much as of this 279 as possible to them, and if there's some left over, I will donate somewhere else. So let's go through with the donations. Alright, so now I'm on the Karmagawa website, and you can see all the different organizations they donate to, bringing children education, helping animals, cleaning the environment, food banks, all these different things. And why I chose to donate to the Bali Children's Project is because of that 2022 goal. I wanted to build an entire school with my trading profits And because I did not achieve that, this is pretty much the least I can do. So now, if I go to the Bali Children's Project website, there's many different ways. You can go to the Ways You Can Help tab, and there's many different options for donating. There's food relief package, $40 USD, equip a library, anywhere from $10 to $500, sponsor a child for $40. And what I like is the transparency that you'll have here is you sponsor that child and you receive thank you photos and twice yearly updates of how your sponsored child is doing in school. There's also the ability to give them a study desk, an entry backpack, bikes to go to school, supply a school, and you can donate a mattress. So I'm going to be focused on trying to send food, sponsoring a child, as well as supplying a school. And then once I do those, we'll see what I have left over. Alright, so now first one I'm going to do, this is the biggest one, supply a school, $150. And it says to mark the donation for school supply box, and it will send supplies to a school. And here I got that ready, 150 because that's required, one-time donation, school support, for school supply box. And let's get that PayPal in there. Okay. Donate now. Let's see if this works. You made a one-time donation for $150 and it's going to Bali Children's Project. Let's go. Alright, so next step, let's see how else we're going to help. So by the way, I'm going to be only deducting the actual price of the money that goes to those children. I'm not going to be including the 3% charge that the card takes. So we got $279.15 as my 2021 and 2022 profits. I'm going to go ahead and subtract the 150, and we have 129 left. So what can we use that on? I want to send a food relief package as well as sponsor a child. So let's go with sponsor a child first. We're going to go to the sponsorship page to find out more. Select $40 monthly and input name of child in your program designation. So let's see. We'll go here. That said $40, one-time payment, designation to sponsor a child, donate 100%. I'm going to pay an extra 3%, so all the money goes to the children. And let's go. If I do 2 of these, I'll still have enough left for a food package. So I'm actually going to sponsor two children. That should help. I'll do one at a time just to make sure that I get the, both separate instead of like an unknown, like they don't know where to put the donation or something. So I'm going to put 2 separate children sponsored. I've made a one-time donation, $40, and it goes to Children's Bali Project. Alright. Let's go to done. Okay, let's just go back here. I'm going to click the sponsor a child again. Put that 40 in there. Put that PayPal in there. Oh wait. I should probably write what it's for first so I don't mess anything up. Put 40 there. Sponsor child. Donate 100%. And we'll put that PayPal in. So I'm going to have $49 left over to donate. Let's see how that goes. Click donate now. All right, $40 donated to Bali Children's Project, sponsored another child. So now we got 49 left. Let's see what we can do. We could do a food relief package for $40 and then also send 10 for a book. Yeah, we'll send 10 for a book because I'm not sure what else to do with it here. Yeah, that seems like the best course of action. So let's donate to food relief package. It says to, oh nice, it brings them a full package of rice, oil, noodles, eggs, and more. Okay. Provides food for a family of 5 for over a month. That's awesome. You get sent a personalized thank you photo from the family you've helped. Alright. I would like to donate 40 here to get them food. Is that what it's called? Food relief package, large. Large food relief package. Okay. And I'll put that PayPal in one more time. Everything's right. We'll hit that donate now button. Alright, so now we're going to subtract 40 from that. We got $9 left. I'm going to throw it into send them a book, $10 to $500. So I'm going to send 10. You help supply the library with good quality brand new books, and the new books inspire children and teachers. Oh, okay, so if I send 10, they're going to be able to get about 5 books. Let's see. Send that. Oh, where is it? Oh, okay. I have to go to donate and then select what it's for. Here's the designation. Libraries and reading, and that one was called Equip a Library. Okay, we'll put 10 right there. That's all I got left. Hit that PayPal button. Alright, now hit that donate now button. Alright, we got 150 here, we got 40 here, got 40 here, got 10 here. Alright, and that's it. Thanks guys for watching, and that feels great. You know, I'm helping out a lot of people here, and the trading profits, you know, I gotta do better, man. Hey guys, I'm back. I realized 2 things as I was editing. I forgot to show all the transaction receipts. I skipped over one, and I realized that the sponsor a child donation, if you want to sponsor them for the year, it has to be a recurring payment, and I only selected a 1-month sponsorship per child, so I don't want anybody to have any misconceptions about that. So here we go. Here are the transaction receipts. We got sponsor a school right here. That one was the 150 donation, since I'm not including the transaction fee in the donation. Then we could check out library books, $10 right there, so plus 10. And then we'll do the next one, food box, $40, plus 40. So we're at 200 here. Sponsor a child for a month, that's a $40 donation, and we'll do plus 40, and then we got the other sponsored child for a month. You can see all the transaction IDs there as well. That one was 40 bucks. We'll do plus 40, and we're at 280. So I donated $1 extra than I made. That's completely fine. And thanks for watching, guys.